We're here today to talk about an extraordinary book, When All Else Fails, A Journey into the Heart with Medical Intuition and Metatronic Energy by one of the world's top medical intuitives, Carmel Bell. Hello, Carmel.
Hi, Charlotte.
What's so extraordinary about this book is that you take us right through your own life story and journey, and you explain not only how medical intuition works, but how you first discovered Metatronic energy, which, as anyone who reads this will find out, is an incredible healing force. Carmel, in February 2009, you had a cardiac arrest.
I did. And I actually died for 47 minutes, medically recorded, time which I can remember. I think pretty much all 47 minutes is a fairly clear memory in my brain. It was a journey.
And you do write about that in the book.
Yes,
your
I do.
Experience of heaven and the incredible insights that you got.
Yes.
But just initially, what is so remarkable, just to see you sitting here, is that you actually used Metatronic energy to heal yourself of what would normally be irreparable brain damage.
That's right, I did, which I am so grateful for, that I had access to that energy, because I didn't even think about it. It was innate to me. I just called it to me, put it in, and let it do its work. Yeah.
Well, one of the things that you make very clear from all your experience and your training and working as a medical intuitive is that all of our illnesses or our unhappiness or whatever condition it may be starts at the spiritual and the emotional level. In fact, you go in the book, you go as far as to say that emotions, presumably unhelpful ones, can be as damaging to our body as drugs.
They are equally as damaging, but it's not just the unhealthy ones. It can actually be the good ones. So if you have a happy experience and you're not willing to let that go and understand that it was great to be happy, but you will also have to have a seasonal time of being perhaps less than happy, you go in search of that constant happiness, constant joy, and that's actually what leads people into a lot of trouble. You know, they get involved in drugs or alcohol or unhealthy relationships because it reminds them of something. But very definitely, every illness starts in the spiritual level.
Well, the wonderful thing about the book is that you actually give people the tools to try to use this energy to heal themselves.
Yeah.
And give people a guide how to actually perceive energy, how to read energy, how to feel energy, and then how to actually use Metatronic energy. And you talk about holding out the right hand. Maybe you'd like to just
Well, I
demonstrate.
ask people to hold out the right hand, because energy, regardless of what nationality or gender you are, moves in the same way. It goes from right to left. So if you hold out your right hand, you've basically got energy pushing up. When you hold out your right hand and call Metatronic energy to you, and I'm calling it now and it's hitting on, I don't know if the cameras can see it, they might see a slight wave. It's like a cool breeze and it's sparkly and tingly, and it's just hitting on my hand now. But instead of going into me, it's actually bouncing back up, so I've got like a cushion there. So when I put this into somebody else, they're not getting any of me. Now, a lot of other energy workers or energy forms call the energy into their body and they cycle it through and into that person, which fundamentally means they're taking some of themselves out and into somebody else, which can be nice, but it can also not be nice. So it's no harder than that. Holding your hand out, asking for this energy, waiting for that cool sparkling energy. Some people feel it like a breeze. Would you like me to drop some onto your hand? Okay. Can you feel that? Like a cool breeze?
Tingle.
Yeah, cool breeze tingling.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. And it's no more difficult than that.
Yes.
You know? And anything that I do actually is just for me to test that it's there. Now I can move my hand away. That energy is running into you now. You can put it anywhere you like.
So this is something that anyone reading your book can investigate,
Yeah.
can play with, can experiment with, as a way also of reaching a deeper understanding about their own health. Because one of the points you make is that fundamentally we can all heal ourselves if we can understand what the issues are that underlie our condition.
If we're brave enough to look at that. Now, of course, that can be quite difficult for some people, which is what I'm here for. I'm happy to help people. If they're having trouble working through that, well, you know, you come and see me or somebody like me. It's the same. Every tool they need is in the book for them to start out. If they want to be certain, or if they want to advance to a practitioner level, come along, get some training so that we know that we're all on the same page and that they're working with the energy the right way, they haven't mucked up. Because it's quite easy to mistake some of the instructions in any modality.
Some of the other key messages that I think are particularly interesting, you had quite a lengthy time in heaven during your February 2009 near-death experience, when you describe yourself as out of your body, flitting between heaven and your bedroom, watching what the paramedics were doing. And during that time, you gained some very powerful insights, and I wondered if you'd just like to share some of the most important ones.
Oh, I don't know what I would consider to be the most important, but, you know, what always stays in my mind very clearly is that heaven, as wonderful a place as we would like to know that it is or to think that it is, doesn't take away the pain that you're feeling on earth, that you still actually have all those issues that you're dealing with here to address in heaven. There's no, like, dying doesn't get you off the hook. In heaven, you can't actually hug and feel warmth, and you can't eat food, and you can't have sex. So if these are things that you would like to enjoy, this is the place to do it. And if you consider humanity, these are the issues that we actually have trouble with. We have trouble with food, with the world obesity problem, and we've got half the world who are stick-thin starving, and then half the world who are overweight to some degree. And people have trouble with sex, and they have trouble with touching other people in a way that is healthy. These are things that we don't have in heaven. We have to learn them here. And to me, that was probably the thing that I brought back with me that is the strongest message.
Thank you very much for talking to me, Carmel, and talking more about your book. It's been a fascinating insight and into your personal journey, and I think many readers will get a lot of benefit from your book and will hopefully be encouraged to pursue medical intuition either for themselves or as practitioners.
Thank you, Charlotte. It's been a real pleasure. And thanks for coming today.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
This is the field.